India has issued its first response on granting a safe harbor to Iran ship. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar at the Raisina Dialogue 2026 spoke and made his first statement on India allowing an Iranian naval vessel to dock at Kochi amid evolving regional developments. Jaishankar said that India received a message from the Iranian side that one of their ships, which was closest to Indian waters at that time, was facing difficulties and wanted to enter an Indian port. He said New Delhi permitted the vessel to come in on March 1st, and after a few days of sailing, it eventually docked at Kochi. He added that the ship had several young cadets and other personnel on board and had originally set out for a fleet review, but the situation changed significantly by the time it reached Indian waters. Jaishankar also referred to a similar situation involving Sri Lanka, noting that while different nations were also observing the situation, it was India and Sri Lanka that took decisions that were necessary. One vessel unfortunately did not make it. He said India approached the matter from a humanitarian perspective alongside legal consideration and maintained that the country did the right thing and it is in line with the United Nations Convention of Law of the Seas.
Support UNCLOS and international law. So I don't want you to have any doubt on that score. But having said that, look, here's the situation. You had these ships and we got a message from the Iranian side that one of the ships, which presumably was closest to us, to our waters at that point of time, wanted to come in to our port. They were reporting that they were having problems. So my recollection is this was on the 28th. And on the 1st, we said, okay, you can come in. It took them a few days to sail in. Then they docked in Kochi. The ship is there. Obviously, the people on the ship, a lot of them were young cadets, that is my understanding. They have disembarked. They are in a nearby facility. So we viewed this, look, this ship, or these ships, because there were two others as well. I mean, when they set out and came here, the situation was totally different. They were coming in for a fleet review. And then they got, in a way, caught on the wrong side of events. For us, when this ship wanted to come in, and that too in difficulties, I think it was the humane thing to do. I think we were guided by that principle. And in a sense of the other ships, one obviously had a similar situation in Sri Lanka, and they took the decision which they did. And one, unfortunately, didn't make it. I think where we really approached it from the point of view of, in a sense, of humanity, of other than, whatever the legal issues were. And I think we did the right thing.
Well, viewers, this is that ship that was taken down by a US torpedo. And for the first time, External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar has spoken publicly on the issue of granting a safe harbor for an Iranian vessel. In fact, just a few moments back as well, we had Iran's ambassador to India also issuing a very, very emotional tribute to the late Iran's supreme leader Ali Khamenei, and he also thanked India as well for providing the platform. Let's listen in.
Dear brothers and sisters, what is happening today is not simply a political or military conflict. This struggle is actually a continuation of the historic struggle between truth and falsehood. On one side stand faith in God, human dignity, justice, and the right of nations to live freely and independently. On the other side stand oppression, injustice, domination, and powers that believe they can decide the fate of nations through force and aggression. The brutal military aggression by the United States and the Zionist regime against the sovereignty and territorial integrity of the Islamic Republic of Iran is a clear example of this injustice. This aggression is not only against Iran, it is also against the principles of international law, against human dignity, and against the right of nations to determine their own future.